Well, welcome back to the channel, and today I've got a very exciting live stream for us today. We're continuing with the Shadows series of my own personal force against horror characters or horror stories. And it's good to see you in the chat. Good to see people in the chat, and I can't wait to continue. If y'all don't know, I recommend y'all watch my last live stream. My last live stream consisted of 4 parts, and each video will be dropping on like today. King Sombra Part 8 finally dropped. The final part of Kakuri is going to drop tomorrow. Then, what if Asta was the Reaper from Overwatch drops the day after that. And then another one after that. And this will drop most likely on Friday as well once I get done with the live stream. Now, I asked another subscriber if he wanted to be a part of the Shadows organization. I have not gotten a response back from him. I don't think I have actually. But I think I will add him into the Barrel War. Or sorry, not into the Barrel War. He's already in there. Into the Shadow series. Probably as a side character for now. He could grow into more of joining the organization or something. So he may be in this part, or I may save him for a later part. I will say the Siren Head aspect of things, this is actually going to be a 2-part Shadows versus Siren Head. There'll be another live stream for this because I have thought of an amazing idea and I have to split it into 2 parts. I cannot do all of it in one video. I possibly could. I'll see if I can get in there, but it really depends. Without further ado, we should get started on this. But before we get started, I do want to ask, which horror character should Shadows go after next? Because after this one, I'm doing the catnap. But who else should my Shadows organization go and hunt down? Let me know in the comment section or in the chat. I would love to hear. And I'm gonna go over a brief bit of his powers. He has mimicry, his loud speaker noises, which can deafen opponents. He can easily blend into trees. He can mimic. Ooh, Garden of Ban could be a good one, yeah. Now I know Siren Head has quite a few abilities, and I've only said a few. Like, he has super endurability, and he has super strength, speed, he has mimicry, he is stealthy. I think he's able to transform, not sure. Sound manipulation is one. I think that covers up most of his weaknesses. Now, I'm going to cover his weaknesses as well. There is a way to slow him down and stop his regeneration. Although you need special equipment for that, which my organization may or may not have getting into this. But I do want to ask one thing, because this is taking part in a place, like the scenery I'm going to be describing doesn't take place in buildings where I have been doing the last few of these series. This is the wilderness. So, and I'm going to tell you the main operatives, which are the main agents that will be going up against Siren Head. Captain Inkwell and Empowered Gaming. Now, in the Barrel War, they are technically rivals, enemies. But in this, they have like a rivalry to get the job done. They're the main 2 characters of Shadows that will be going after Siren Head. And of course, since this is a big scale operation, because Siren Head covers a forest, there will be a lot of operatives, which is being soldiers of shadows. Note, expect a few of them to die quite off the rip, like the last one. I'll be describing probably a few gruesome scenes, so warning on that. And who else will be mentioned in this? Howling Melody, yes. Howling Melody will be giving the report of the mission. Without further ado, let's get started. Shadows versus Siren Head. We start off where Empowered Gaming and Captain Inkwell are currently heading to a different location because they were ordered to leave Poppy Playtime by Green Kenobi, saying Howling Melody had another job for them. As currently Empowered Gaming and Captain Inkwell are in the same vehicle, as a monitor in the vehicle pops up. Empowered Gaming and Captain Inkwell, it's good to see y'all. What is it, Howling Melody? What's the report? Well, we just got Huggy Wuggy transported here. He's currently occupying a cell. Mommy Longleg is due to arrive soon. Oh, one more thing. I've had to reassign y'all because I didn't want several of our top operatives like Fred. I didn't want, Fred there. I didn't want Green Kenobi, Santi's Past. I didn't want all y'all in that one location because the risk of losing so many operatives at one location is kind of high. And also, I felt like we didn't need all of our top operatives there. So I'm sending out a few after a different target. Now, you'll be having a lot of forces surround the area, and you'll be trying to find it. Now, you'll be going over to a forest area where we're going after the elusive Siren Head. We've actually been tracking him for quite a while now. Of course, I'll go ahead and send you the tape of the last team, as currently a tape in like white and black shows on the screen as it's from a soldier's head cam. He's walking through the forest. As he looks over, we see like a few agents. As we hear screaming he turns around, and as he sees the forest, there's nothing. As he hears another scream, as he turns back around, he notices one of his men are missing. And someone's saying, "What happened? Where'd he go?" As they're just looking around. As then somebody comes flying, hitting one of the agents, sending him rolling back. He goes to check on the man. He checks his pulse. The thing that hit him severed his neck from, his skull. He shattered his skull. As he's like, he didn't make it. As he looks over at his two final soldiers with him. Let's get back and report this data. As they walk back, they hear one of their comrades' name trying to tell him something. Over here. We got a man down over there. As one of the men go rush. Wait! As soon as he goes over there, he gets hit by a long, what seems to be wooden hand. As it hit and sends the man flying. As we see him splatter against a tree, his blood just goes everywhere and drips down the tree. As his comrade starts firing. Run! As they start running back, as he looks back at his ally, as he sees Siren Head. Only a shaded glimpse of him. But he sees him for a moment. As then, suddenly, he gets grabbed by the leg. Huh? As then he's picked up and he's taken to one of Siren Head's sirens. As then, a loud sound comes out. And the footage of his head camera falls. We see the other one running. Just then, Siren Head appeared in front of him and squished him, the blood spattering everywhere. Well, that's pretty gruesome. That's the thing we're dealing with? Yes. Note, it has stealth, sound manipulation, high speed, and high strength. We're still doing more field data. It could have other abilities. Be wary. That was only the last team we sent. There were other teams beforehand. We have not retained their corpses or bodies at the moment. This was the only team we could accurately retrieve. All the other teams are still either missing or hiding somewhere in the forest. We're sending a big unit to surround the area. Civilian lockdown in the area has been done. We're saying it's because there was a camp nearby. We had shut it down just in case. Yeah, shutting down the camp would definitely be good, because that camp could be in the fight zone, and we can't have that happen. We had talked to and paid off the owners of the camp to shut it down, for at least the time being, until the situation is covered. We will also pay every expense of damages. So please try not to damage the camp too much. Once you all arrive, that'll be your main headquarters for the time. Well, that's good. We're at least dealing with something that's, what, how tall? Tall as the trees, by the looks of it. Well, you could definitely tell it had sound manipulation, and you heard its voice. They thought it was a comrade. No, it was the thing mimicking it. As Captain Eagle takes a look at Empowered Gaming. Mimicking? Yes, like a bird. Birds can mimic human voices. Or at least some of them. So I'm thinking this Siren head has some mimic ability to mimic voices he's heard. So this is going to make confusion. So the only thing we're going to be able to trust is our communicators. If you hear voices, unless it's from your close comrades you have an eye shot, don't trust it. You're right. But we also have to try to listen and try to organize with the others in case we're scattered. Only trust communicators then. Because even if you see someone yelling or telling that, over here, he's over here, we can't trust that. The thing's gonna be using its voice to mimic others. And we can't just burn the forest down because it would reveal it into an open area. But it would also gather suspicion on what our mission there. So we can't do that. As Captain Inkwell speaks up, what we can do is have a helicopter above. A few of them, actually. So scope the area. That's actually a pretty good idea. How many troops can you spare for helicopters? I can only spare 3 at the moment. The rest are currently busy transporting Mommy Longlegs back to headquarters. We have a cell warmed up for her here already. Well, that's good to know. Well, we better lock and load, as it seems the car has already stopped. As Captain Eagle looks up front. We already here? Yep, we're at the camp already. Oh, I probably forgot to tell you. I already sent the coordinates to your drivers, so they redirected your path straight here, instead of back to headquarters. You could have told us that when you called us. Oh, I thought I'd wait until you got there. After all, it's more interesting that way. Well, I guess you're right, but what do we do if the thing attacks? Well, for now, make a perimeter and just make sure it doesn't escape. That is your only order for the time. You may, if possibility, pursue it. You're right. As they both get out of the vehicle. So, it's been a while since we've been on a mission together other than in Poppy playtime. That is true. After all, how many animatronics did you defeat? 1 or 2. Same here. Well, at least we got Vanny. She's in containment. Yes, she is in containment. That's good, though. With her in containment, we don't have to worry about her roaming free and create more animatronics. I still wonder, though. Empowered Gaming. What's that? Were there any other animatronics? From my reports that there were other Five Nights at Freddy's facilities. We may have to go contain the animatronics there. But we can send in teams with heavily, like EMPs or something to turn off the animatronics. Yeah, that's probably the best. Well, anyway, let's go to the command tent and see what they got. As they go to the command tent, as they see a captain in there. Oh, Captain Inkwell and, well, Empowered Gaming. It's good to see our top operatives here. Yes. It's good to be here. Now, can you give us a report on the status of it? Well, we've been tracking its movements for a while now using radar. He's currently staying in this certain area. He's not left for the time being, although we can only detect his location, not his exact point in the location, but the surroundings of it. It seems that he's hiding himself, and his stealth capabilities are more than when we participated. He's a large moving item. How is he that hard to track? His sirens bug out all of our equipment, sir. The only equipment we've managed to keep online is our communicators. Cameras and all that bug out whenever he makes that noise. That's right. Satellites? Sorry, we haven't got our satellite in position yet. Trying to move a satellite into position of our own at the moment is a bit tricky. Fair point. We have no nearby satellites, do we? No, sir. We've got 3 helicopters on the way. We'll get some light down here. We gotta do these missions at night. Why can't we just wait till day, sir? Well, it seems the thing doesn't appear during the day, and locations of Siren Head vanish during the day. He just completely disappears. He may be hiding somewhere, but he doesn't leave the area. We've managed to keep an eye on him for about a week. He has not left the area. He's done barely anything to the area as well, although he's killed a few agents and operatives, but only some low soldiers. But other than that, he mostly stays in his vicinity. Okay, how many teams you got set up around this place? We got teams encircling it. Alright. I want reports. Everyone move in. We'll close in the circle, and we'll pinpoint the one location. Got it? And have the vehicles in the paths zone in through there. Of course. Give this order to every operative and every agent around the area. We need all our troops to move in. I'll send it right away. All troops, push it in the circle. We're making it smaller. As we go to a few soldiers on the other end who are exploring, as they get this. Repeat, all soldiers, we are moving in. We're closing in the encirclement. Got that. As 2 soldiers on the other south side end are just currently in a watchtower. Do we have any idea of where this thing is? Oh yes, it's currently in about the middle of the circle at the moment, or somewhere near it. We're lucky he's not on our side. As something appears behind them. As they look behind, for just a moment, they don't see anything. I thought I heard something. As then, a huge sound comes over it, as they cover their ears. As then, a large hand comes out and smacks the watchtower, sending it over. As it falls to the ground, one of the guards gets up. Oh, my head. As he looks over, he finds his partner impaled by wood from the debris. Oh, no. As he looks up, a huge fish just comes down and kills him. I repeat, all men move in. As the Siren Head hears it. All men move in. As all the troops start moving in. Alright. As Captain Inkwell is on one side, in a vehicle, currently mounting the gun. Let's get to the center. As Captain Inkwell, 2 vehicles and soldiers are moving in towards the center, while Empire Gaming is currently in a helicopter, flying overhead. Alright. As one of them shines a light, revealing Siren Head's location. He's right there. Open fire! As the helicopters start opening fire, as he dives deeper into the forest. Don't go too close. We can't let the thing grab us. Yes, sir. Pulling away, as the helicopter he's in pulls up higher into the air. Yeah. One of the other ones are just disobeying the order. What's that chopper doing? Sir, it seems like he's getting close and firing his machine guns. I told him to pull away. We cannot get too close. We cannot get too close. That thing can easily grab us with its speed. As the guy's just ignoring it as he's shooting at it, is when Siren Head suddenly turns around and jumps towards the helicopter. Hey, get us up! Rise altitude! But it's too late. Siren Head had already grabbed and fling the helicopter at the other helicopter. Luckily, the other helicopter managed to evade, just slightly, as the helicopter just starts flinging and going down towards some nearby troops. Look out, incoming! As they jump towards out of the way. Ugh. Is everyone alright? As they're looking around and sees no casualties. Also, hello in the chat. I see we have someone else in the chat. I just quickly paused. Hello. This is Siren Head versus Shadows. My series of audio audio of Shadows, which is my organization, going to capture horror characters from games, pretty much. I will get right back into it now. Just want to say hello to the new person in the chat. As they regroup and start moving forward to surround Siren Head. As Empire Gaming calls to everyone. Repeat, we've got eyes on him. He just currently took out a helicopter. Use high explosive rounds. Yes, sir. As they're closing in, as Captain Inkwell is just driving with his vehicle's driving through with several others, breaking through logs and quickly heading to Siren Head's area. You heard him! Light him up! As they start lighting him up with bullets, fire, and machine gun. As he's currently using his fists or his arms to protect himself from all the bullet fire. He's currently breaking down some trees, trying to decrease the mobility of the vehicles. As when the infantry start to arrive and start using heavy caliber bullets. Alright, permission. Hey, Empowered Gaming. Permission to take down every tree around the area to reveal and get some aerial support. Permission granted. Go ahead and do it, Captain Inkwell. As he certainly focuses his machine gun at the wood and starts breaking the wood, everyone back up. As the trees start falling left and right, revealing Siren Head. Alright, helicopters, start opening fire. As the helicopters start opening fire at Siren Head's location. There we go, we have him back to a corner. As then suddenly he uses his big siren sound, sending all the electronics haywire. As one of the helicopters going down. Sir! He's referring to Empowered Gaming. We're going down! Get things back online. Repeat. Captain Inkwell, you're going to have to hold him off till we get the helicopters back and stable. Got that. Hurry up. Don't know how long we're going to be able to hold him off. As Siren Head kicks a log, squishing several soldiers and injuring several. Don't give up. Keep firing. We have him in the area. Don't worry, sir. As someone comes out of nowhere with a flamethrower and starts lighting Siren Head on fire. Some fire should do the trick. You fool! As suddenly Siren Head just hit him, sending him to a tree, and the gas tank explodes, setting the area on fire and some of his allies on fire. Who would have thought it was a good idea to bring a flamethrower? As suddenly the bit of the forest around is on fire. Keep firing. We need to keep him pinned down. As Siren Head starts trying to evade the circle and is going towards the weakest point. As several vehicles make their way over, because they're constantly just circling around the area, filling in the spots, making sure Siren Head doesn't escape. I think we got him, sir. As then someone sends a harpoon gun and manages to get into one of his legs. Start pulling! As they start pulling, as another one does it, until he falls to the ground. We got him. Whew. This is Captain Inkwell. I think we got Siren Head. He's currently on the ground. His arms and legs have been immobilized. Although, we're going to have to explain the fire somehow to the public. We'll say there was a little bit of a gas leak. After all, gas was sent to the camp, and we'll just say someone triggered the gas leak out here. After all, we have enough influence to do that. Good call. Anyway, we've managed to take control of the helicopters and are heading right back over. This seemed a little too easy. Towers all over the place. What do you mean, our towers? Yeah, our facility towers all over the place. What was the last communication with them? Why? It was just a few moments ago. I know, but didn't you say one of them wasn't responding before we went in? That's right. Something's not right. As suddenly, a big siren sound is heard. This wasn't in the report. There's two of them! As soon as he said that, another siren head just comes in and flips two of the vehicles over as they go hit trees, and as he just breaks the chains, well, ropes holding the other siren head down. As it starts to get back up, one of the helicopters manages to make it back. As the person in it says, heavy caliber rounds are now installed. As he starts shooting at the siren head, painting it down with his arm. Come on, I can pin this one down, and he will have to stay defensively. As then the other siren head moves super fast and grabs the tail of it and swings it, saying towards Captain Equal's vehicle. Oh no. As he quickly gets in and currently closes the top as the helicopter hits Captain Equal's car, causing a crash and an explosion. Captain Equal, soldiers, report. Sir, Captain Equal's truck just got hit. By what? One of the siren heads just threw a vehicle at it. Or not a vehicle, flew a helicopter. We're currently losing men like crazy. Ah! What's happening down there? Sir, we're currently losing command with everyone in charge. What do you mean? Every high and ranking officer is currently being dealt with. Those siren heads are... Why did they not inform us of a second siren head? Guess there, we need observation. As Empower Gaming's helicopter pours over the area. Where are you? As he's looking for them. As we see a few of our soldiers. Not everyone's gone, that's good. Anyone pick up. This is Kevin, sir. Kevin. What's the report? Several injured, more dead. What about Captain Inkwell? Where is he? We're making our way to his destroyed vehicle now. As they managed to find it, as apparently the truck's armor was enough to withstand the explosion and the crash into it. So Captain Inkwell is just unconscious inside. Sir, Captain Inkwell is alive. I repeat, Captain Inkwell is alive. As they all start hearing a voice. Return to camp. Return to camp. As Empire Gaming hears this. Return? I didn't... Repeat, no one returned to camp. I did not give that order. As everyone's now confused. Note, regroup with every soldier near you. Have gun pointed at every direction. Unless it's through a walkie-talkie, do not trust those voices. I repeat, do not, as currently the connection just cut off. Why'd the connection cut off? Sir, it seems the siren head uses ability again. As another loud sound just happens. I think we're going down this time, sir. Hold on! As he currently hits a tree. As the helicopter splins as its back tail end fled apart. As it crashes into the land. As the pilot hit his head against the glass. Sir! My co-pilot's down! And he struggles to keep the thing in control while they're sliding against the ground. As Empowered Gaming had buckled himself up for the crash. What's going on? These things have more abilities than we thought. He checks the pilots. You alright? Yeah, I'm fine, sir. He looks at his co-pilot. Not so much. As we see, the windshield had broken. Glass went all over him. Killing him. That's another soldier. We need communication online. As we go back to the camp. What's the report on the status out there? Last thing we got from Empowered Gaming saying, don't head back to camp. Don't trust those voices. Why would he? As currently he hears gunfire outside. What's happening out there? Oh no, sir. Let's go check. As he walks out with his gun. Where's everyone? Sir, as one of the ones on the border. One of the Siren Heads has made their way here. One of the Siren Heads? There are two of them apparently, sir. Two of them? As then their perimeter defense of a gate got destroyed. Everyone open fire! As they start opening fire on the Siren Head. We go back to Empowered Gaming. Currently got out of the helicopter with the pilot. When will the communication come back online? I don't know, sir. We need to regroup with anyone nearby. As then hears voices. That must be a group. Have your gun out. We don't know if it could be one of the Siren Heads. As they look over. Don't shoot. Repeat, don't shoot. As he comes waving out. As he sees a group of about 5 soldiers. Oh, it's just the commander. As they walk over. Report. We got separated. Everyone else is scattered throughout the forest. There's currently a fire. We're currently going towards the fire where there's light. Best idea. Most likely everyone else will go do the same since communications are a no-go for the time being. If we had known there were 2 Siren Heads, this would be a lot easier. Because we'd be prepared. What about Captain Inkwell? Anything on that? We lost contact with the same as y'all. Last we talked to a team called, Delta. Currently heading to headquarters, or camp head base right now. They're saying they were going to support and prepare for another attack. Another attack? What are you talking about? Apparently reinforcements were being sent this way. I wasn't informed about this. Neither was we. We just got word of it before the communication cut off. First off, another Siren Head, and now reinforcements that weren't called in? What's going on? Well, anyway, we need to regroup. That's the most important thing right now. Agreed. As they start walking towards the fire, while they're walking towards, they see several bodies. One leaning against a tree. One's top body covered by a fallen tree. Another just hanging from the treetop. And at the next, one pierced into the tree by wood. Those Siren Heads, ugh. We've already lost a lot of men. We would have had one down if it wasn't for that other Siren Head. Why didn't we get a report saying there was another one? Well, we did lose communication right with the outpost right after they contacted in. They didn't call in again when you gave the command to increase the circle and to go in. So you're saying the thing attacked it when I called in the order. It's a possibility, sir. These things are smarter than I thought. We should have not underestimated them. No, we need to regroup, we'll reorganize, and we'll have a counterattack ready. Maybe those reinforcements you heard of may help us. Because I wasn't informed of it. As they get to the fire, as they see another group with an unconscious Captain Inkwell. He's alive, right? Yeah, he's alive, just unconscious. He took a bad hit in the head. Oh, that's good. What about has communication come back online? Not yet. As then suddenly a radio comes on. I've got a radio. It's on search. As we go to inside one of the shacks. As we see a man bleeding and about 2 others at the door. Don't come back to command base. Camp, it's compromised. I repeat, it's compromised. Captain at the base, what's happening there? The Siren Heads are here, or at least one of them. And that's not all. Another... Then the call just drops to the floor. As gunfire is heard. As one of the guys comes and grabs it. Commander, come back in. Commander, repeat. Sorry, sir. The commander just passed away. What's happening there? Well, we had word of reinforcements, but for some reason we're having an aerial bombardment on our location right now. An aerial bombardment? Yes. Fire jets have currently been firing our location, destroying the area around us. Why would they order that in? I don't know, but it seems to send one of the. It seems it's hit one of the Siren heads, so it should be injured. The rest of our forces are currently scattered here at camp. We're doing our best to regroup, but the command center is in shambles right now. We're just lucky the communication came back online as it did. Who's in charge? Who else is in charge, sir? Sir? There's no one higher than you currently in your position. You're in charge of the entire operation right now. That's right. Captain Inkwell's one grade above me, and the captain that was doing this operation was the leader of it all, strategizing. I am the higher person in charge now, aren't I? Okay, everyone regroup. I don't care. Take down the encirclement. We need to fall back for now. Have everyone regroup. There's an old factory building. Have every soldier you possibly can and tell them to head there now. We'll regroup with you there. I'll try, sir. As he looks over about the 20 men that's with him, the ones that were with Captain Inkwell, and the ones that were with him. All right, we're heading to that area. There was a word going to be sent out to head to the location. We'll have as many survivors head there now. Fortunately, long-range communication have been cut, because the only long-range communication was back at base camp. So we gotta regroup, and we'll have to take these things head-on somewhere else. They obviously have the advantage in the open. With no aerial or ground support right now, we should be able to get there, because it sounds like the Siren heads are busy back at base camp. So let's go. As they start walking. As we go back to the troops at base camp. What was the order? We're heading to the old abandoned factory nearby. How are we going to get out of here? This place is being bombarded. One of those bombs are going to hit this Shagan soon. Don't worry. We made sure this place had a good system underneath. As he's confused by what you mean, he moves one of the floor beds. One of the beds, it reveals a hidden passage. We installed an underground system for a while, since we were here for a while. Everyone underground now. As they all make their way underground. Repeat, all officers, all soldiers. This is a command from Empowered Gaming. Everyone to meet at the old restricted factory location. That is an order, I repeat. As a few teams call in. Alright, we hear you. Wash team's on their way to the factory. Echo team's on their way. Dark team's on their way. Grass team's on their way. That's a few teams. Blue team, do you copy? Blue team. I don't like the sound of that. We go to blue team, who's currently in another wagon. Or shaggin'. As Siren Head's trying to break through, sir, we have communication from an officer trying to give us orders. Give me that. As he tries to grab it, and suddenly the Shagan just shakes. What's happening? As Siren Head just picked up the entire Shagan. Sir, we're currently in the air. As he looks out the window, seeing Siren Head, as he then releases a loud shockwave, again canceling all communication for a time. Hold on! As he then just throws the Shagan at one of the jets. Well, missing the jet, luckily, but everyone inside then went on to hit a tree. As a few of them wake up. What happened? As he looks over and sees several of them dead. Repeat, anyone alive? As he sees someone with blood over his face. I'm here, sir. As then he sees two more carrying a soldier. He's alive too. Did y'all get what he was saying? We did hear something about an old factory. We'll have to wait. Are they talking about that old factory nearby? Yes. Everyone's head to regroup there. How many teams were responding? Only a few, sir. A lot of teams were taken out by the Siren Heads. As then we get a call from the, jets to some sort of command. We've had hits on the Siren Head. Repeat, we've had hits on the Siren Head. Good. And where are the status of the casualties of Shadows? Sir, they've been taking a lot of casualties. I don't care how many you take down. Orders are to subdue Siren Head before Shadows get their hands on him. Either one. We only need one. Got that. We've heavily injured one with some heavy artillery strikes from the jets. Good. Send in land forces to deal with it. The other one should fall as shortly as well. What if Shadows interfere? Do what I pay you for. Deal with it. Got that. Repeat, land forces, move in. Who is this mysterious organization? And how do they have communication online? And why did they attack Shadows? Is it a rivaling company? Or is it a company after Siren Head and Shadows was just in the way? This will all be answered in part 2 of Shadows vs. Siren Head. Hopefully y'all enjoyed, and remember to like and subscribe. Okay, that one went a lot better than I had anticipated. I loved doing that. This series has been a big one on my mind. I know it's been a while since I did an episode for this. I've been doing some other things. And this will drop Friday, most likely. For those that didn't see the live stream. This will drop Friday. So do I have any questions in the chat? I'm willing to answer them. But I thought that was really good. And I'm really going to give you the answers of the organization at a later date. Because, truth be told, this story is just getting better. And no, the next thumbnail will have 2 Siren Heads up here. Just letting you know. With nothing else, hopefully y'all enjoyed this live stream. And remember to like and subscribe. I thought it was well. And if you want to see more of this, comment down below what they should go after next. Part 2 of this will come out shortly. I am working on part 2. I thought I would give you this one because, truth be told, the reason I cut this into parts is because I had only planned... It was longer than I thought. The making and all that was longer than I thought. Well, anyway, Green Kenobi. Hopefully y'all had a nice day. Remember to like and subscribe. Green